we are today. Time is approaching. Today is the day that advancing evaluation and assessment processes in education is especially important now as we enter into a period of learning recovery in response to the COVID-19 pandemic and as we reimagine education for global sustainability. I'm still loyal. I'll hold it down for you, ain't a thing change. I'm still loyal. Y'all, today is a very rainy day. You probably can't tell, but it is a very rainy day. It was literally just pouring down just now, like it was so heavy, and all of the negative thoughts just started to come through my mind. I'm like, Lord, next thing you know, the rain messed with the electricity, next thing you know, the internet started to drop, next thing I presented and I can't even hear me because the rain was just so loud just now. It eased up. I'm gonna try to think like positive thoughts. I'm gonna try to not let the negative energy enter my mind. Hopefully, the rain just calms down and be on the girl's side. I'm just really praying for that, but it's a rainy day. Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, today is the day that I speak on my first conference, as you could tell by the title, and I'm like excited but nervous at the same time. I'm currently in a session, like they have a session going on right now, so I'm about to listen to this one. This is one of my lecturers who is actually the head of my department, which I'm studying inclusive and special education, so she's about to give her presentation. I just wanted to come and begin the vlog. We'll get into all of the, you know, the formalities and everything in a moment. I have my coffee, so I don't want to miss the presentation too much, so I'm going to watch a presentation. It's going on also. So it is currently 11:19 and my presentation starts at 12 o'clock, so time is approaching. I still have a lot of my coffee to drink because I'm just like sipping on it, you know, just sipping very casually. To give a little bit more of like context, I did a course last semester, and after I submitted it and everything and I got back my marks, I think I got 96 or 98 in that course, which is like the highest mark I have gotten in any course since I started my master's. Like, I believe I've gotten 90 something in my degree, but in terms of like my master's, 90 something in a postgraduate course, I was so shocked. And the thing about it is, the course was not a very easy course. Like, it was so much, but what I did was just take it day by day and I did my best, right? And so we also had an instructional video to do on formative assessment, and my lecturer was really impressed. Bear in mind, like, a lot of people actually don't know that I have a YouTube channel, so many times they are like, oh my god, you're so good at this, because they don't know it's something that I like often do. So anyhow, after that, now one of the days my teacher contacted me and basically told me about this whole conference. Now, of course, I was like, I heard about it before, because just to let you all know, this conference is not to say like it's only the chosen ones and chosen. No. Anybody could submit an abstract and be accepted, because I actually submitted another abstract with one of my classmates and we didn't have like the help of any lecturer or anything, and we actually got through with the abstract and we got through with everything, but then we didn't end up taking it up because we were supposed to be presenting our thesis, and that's a whole other story. Just to say, if it is you see a conference that you are interested in, don't think that you have to be some kind of special person, because I am not special. You could literally just send your abstract and they will let you know if you got through or not, and it wouldn't hurt to try if this is something that you're interested in. So anyhow, when my lecturer told me about it, I don't know if I wanted to do this or whatever, but when she was like, okay, it wouldn't be me alone, it would be like a group of us doing it together. So like, for example, today it's four of us doing it, two of them presenting together, myself and another person, and then our lecturers are there as well in the presentation. So I'm like, okay, cool. I kind of just developed that strength, I guess, and the courage to do it, and I agreed to do it. Here we are today, and I am very nervous. What we had to do was basically take the report that we submitted for that course and turn it into a poster. Right, so this is my poster presentation, and I utilized like a light blue because in my thesis, I remember when I was doing my thesis presentation, my supervisor basically said like, use colors that would be kind of easy on the eyes and would make people kind of like in a good mood. So I decided to use a blue background, and the poster that I had before was nothing like this. It was not I find it wasn't a nice poster. I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling this one as much. Like the background is very dark, and then my teacher was like, some of the words were very hard to read and stuff. So, and then this is what I decided to do. Let's just say it was a whole process kind of developing a poster, because it's a poster presentation. And when it comes to the conference, there are like different ways to present your work. I think they have a paper presentation, they have like a panel discussion, poster presentations, and like just different ones. And we are doing the poster presentation. This is my script here, and if you all can see what I like to turn it this size so it's bigger, and you could just see like certain parts highlighted, so that at least if at any point I kind of get confused, I could just look at the parts that are highlighted and I'll be able to find back where I am. I think I'm going to practice it one more time. I just did a Zoom call with my mom for her to kind of like help me out, like listen to it. My headphones are so tangled, like I am literally the worst. Everybody gonna be seeing this, so I need to find a way quickly to untangle my headphones, because when you're seeing me, you're gonna be seeing all of these tangled stuff on. But anyhow, if you all do get the opportunity, I would say to take it, as my lecturer say, like she was like, you don't know what opportunities you could get from presenting at a Uwi'S conference, and it's so true. I don't have anything to lose. Well, I mean, if I embarrass myself, right? But I'm going with God, and he will guide me through this process. So I'm going to practice it one more time. As I said, I just did it for my mom, and I'm just going to do it one more time. I'll try to record myself presented. So to give some context, the school in which the FPSI model was implemented is located in Northwest Trinidad in a Form 3 music class of 14 students. These students are from an average socio-economic background, and so they had all the necessary devices and resources to attend online classes. However, it was found that many of the students seemed disengaged and lacked some motivation, which is hardly the case in a music class. However, one can only imagine how difficult it is to use or teach music in an online setting, or at least so I thought prior to implementing the FPSI model. Now, in addition to these issues with engagement and motivation, I found that there were not sufficient opportunities to promote 21st century skills, and so all of these issues ultimately affected their ability to learn. As we know, assessments in the Global South are mostly examination-based, and so it was hoped that utilizing a more balanced type of assessment through the FPSI model by Professor Delisle would aid in addressing issues which exist in the online classroom. For my design process, I started off with a big idea which was influenced by the lower secondary school VAPA curriculum. From this, I created a table of specification, followed by 20 multiple choice questions, 1 constructed response questions, and a performance assessment. Now, if we take a look at number 5 here, which is the FPSI model, for the formative aspect, I ensured that all students were well aware of the success criteria, and there were sufficient opportunities for them to engage in both peer and self-assessment. And most importantly, I used summative assessment formatively. So what I mean by this is that the multiple choice questions and the constructed response question were used as a pre-assessment tool and as an exit ticket respectively. And so the data from these were used to inform the next steps of instruction. Next, with the performance aspect of the FPSI model, I utilized the performance assessment as stated. And for this, students were asked to utilize the various elements of music such as melody, tempo, and dynamics to replicate their favorite characters. So for example, I began by modeling the assessment by referring to Black Panther and Tom and Jerry, two contrasting stories with different characteristics. And so the students had the ability to choose their own characters and showed how their characteristics can be replicated using only musical elements. And so you can only imagine how this created an engaging learning culture, because this is what the students love and this is what they could relate to. In terms of the 21st century skills, I utilized collaboration, communication, critical thinking skills, and many other 21st century skills. In addition, the FPSI model integrates assessment and instruction. So in true formative style, students were assessed during the instruction, which encouraged not only feedback, but ample time to implement the feedback. In the end, the students created presentations that exceeded my expectations. And these can be found by clicking the link above the QR code. So if you go into the lobby and download the PDF, you can click the link or simply scan the QR code. I was very intentional with the assessment, and so this is what made the assessment effective, because I know the purposes I wanted it to serve, and so that is why it was intentional. The FPSI model was beneficial to both myself and students because it allowed for validity, reliability, precision, and rigor, which are all important principles relating to test construction. Ultimately, advancing evaluation and assessment processes in education is especially important now as we enter into a period of learning recovery in response to the COVID-19 pandemic and as we reimagine education for global sustainability. And this brings me to the end of my presentation. I do hope that it was fruitful, and thank you so much for your attention. Y'all, your girl is done. It was like such a good experience. I even answered questions, and that is just to show that like when you get comfortable, it's just like, okay, cool, like I can do this, I have control of this is my, you know, it was so good. I am so happy. Tomorrow we actually have a day 2 of the conference with some of my other classmates. So today, like 1, 2, 3, 4 of us presented today with our lecturer, and then tomorrow, please God, another set will be presenting and I will be there, I will be present. So yeah, right now my sister still sleeping earlier. She was going to sleep real late and she's still sleeping, but I want to wake up because I want to get a picture with like my poster. So I want to be like this is such a good experience. I thank God for this experience. If it was not for me doing this masters, I wouldn't even be thinking about presenting at a conference. And if it wasn't for like a good lecturer to keep pushing, because as I had on my WhatsApp status, you need people in your life to motivate you to do things that you would naturally do because you're naturally shy or you doubt yourself or like so many different things. So I am just extremely grateful, extremely thankful. And I was actually like contemplating if to take something to like calm me, and I was like, Raenelle-Lee, you are stronger than that pill, eh? You are stronger than that pill. So I take nothing. I just take deep breaths. That's all I take. It's a very short vlog, but I wanted to document my experience because this is a first for me. I know at some point I'll be looking back and be like, oh my god, this was when I, you know, attended my first conference. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Later. I'm still on